Back, everyone. I'm annnnd 64. We're playing the Invincible. We've come quite far. I'm happy you've hung out this long. Let's get caught up, shall we? Yeah, we found the fruits, yada yada. We did this part, found the things, found the stuff. Yasa meets armed man who takes her prisoner. The stranger leads Yasna to his hideout, where she meets two other men in a state of deep stupor. Both fell victim to the cloud. And for being as long here as long as they were, doing pretty well actually. You'd expect almost something worse. Yasna provokes Raitha to talk to her, but she fails to convince him of her innocence. He remains distrustful and vigilant. Yasna manages to sneak out of Alliance's hideout and follows the route to the Condor. Yasna finds the evacuation transport of remaining survivors, all dead after they failed to reach the Condor. It appears that Roita is still waiting. Yasna returns to Roita, who no longer remembers her. This time, however, she is able to persuade him and prove that no one will come to their rescue. Deeply shaken, Roita provokes a fight with the Cloud. Roita and Yasna fight the Cloud using a force field and antimatter cannons. Despite many losses, Cloud manages to break through the field, so they are forced to flee in a damaged saucer. Now to the part we've arrived to. The saucer crashes near the Condor, and Yasa is knocked unconscious. After waking up, the scientist discovers she is alone. Not really, because our buddy told us. What else could it be? What else could it be? Here we have
So that's their marvel of
military technology.
Rachel wastes no time.
Is it attacking already?
For now, he's only released the Cyclops, as they call it.
The hell is he thinking?
He's floating majestically, 3 meters above the ground.
What does it look like? Must admit that I haven't seen any pictures of the Cyclops. The Alliance tried to keep its existence a secret.
For a machine of destruction. Quite inconspicuous, I'd say.
Yeah,
Sort of like
it's like a big
massive,
bulb.
heavily armed spinning top.
Spinning top? That's unexpected. If only we could get hold of its blueprints.
This is hardly the time, Astrogator.
Yes, another time. I need to focus on finding Rahitra. Suppress his warlike tendencies.
Yeah. Such a wild rocket, dude. You mean to tell me everybody doesn't just fall on their backs when this thing lands? I'm sure everything has to be secured.
Without spirit. Without glory.
Glory?
I'm thinking out loud. This cruiser of theirs seems so powerful. Worthy of the mightiest space conquerors. Yet on this planet, all that awaited its crew was death. Not glory.
Those look like... Another one. Another stopped mid-walk. Like something showed up and stopped it. We're gonna see if this convoy is open over here before we go in.
There's one more thing, Yasna. This is important. I'll be able to confirm it in a while, but so far everything indicates...
What is it, Astrogator?
Headquarters were right about the Invincible. It's actually flying here. If I'm reading the message correctly, they'll be here in a few days. They're looking for the missing Condor. and they have no idea of the danger.
Everything makes sense now. They were coming to rescue their people from the very beginning, not to gain some imaginary advantage over us.
One doesn't exclude the other, but yes. Turns out it's mostly about the Condor.
Mostly about the Condor. Sweet Rover. Because they knew we'd walk over here to check it out. Huh. It is, I guess, actually just a big tank, sort of. I can make a force field. Maybe search for mines? Maybe plant them? Not sure. Try and tear up anything that tries to crawl underneath it? No, don't get out, ya goober. Get in. Get in, we gotta go, buddy. We gotta go. I totally just missed it. Could I follow it? Or would it blast me? Oh, hey, hold on a second. This one is open. No, too early? Maybe not. Let me in! Let me in! Well, at least I can see there's nothing in there. So. Come on, little rover. Let's go! I love this very piece of scientific air freshener. Let us know when we're at angles. Well, at least I'll keep you conveniently right here. You know. In case we got a dip or something. Real fast like. Gotta get out of here. In case we gotta get out of here. Man. My model's still just like frozen in place. Alright, hold on. We're gonna start over. Not all the way down there. But you know. I don't want to do that all again. Here's what I'm gonna do. Please don't be shocked, YouTube viewers. Please. Stand. Okay. Tell me position I am in. See, I moved my mouse over here and it wants to work. Wow. So I'm just not I'm not gonna be here for this one. I really want to get through this. We've spent a lot of time on this. We're just gonna get through this. That's what's gonna happen here.
I'm boarding. I'll talk to you soon, Astrogator.
Stay in touch, Yasna.
I will. Aw, man. I wanted to see the ship. Wow. Dead people. Everywhere, only death. Wow.
I'm sorry. But you won't need this anymore.
Nice. All decrepit and shit. Ah. One of those bots. Interesting.
Well, let's go up. Next stop, Rahitra.
Rohitra. Bing. Pong. It's like playing Pong in my brain. Wow. Oh my god. It's taking forever. Hmm. I need like 5 seconds. There, now I know how to mark it. When I hear go.
Okay. Not quite at the bridge yet, but I'm getting closer. Much closer, Rahitra.
Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. Could be in here. What could be in here? Active elevator. It's not much help. Powers U3. Mid 5. I could. Or I could just keep going. It feels wrong. He's trusted me this far. He's also not going to let me back up otherwise.
Oh, bollocks. What is with all these security measures?
Okay.
Maybe I should ask him. On the intercom. Rahitra?
How did you get to the upper deck?
I have a card, but now...
It doesn't work. Not everyone had access to the bridge. Next time, rob someone of higher rank. Over and out.
What an asshole. It must be the medical wing.
I thought he would be in here.
Everything's still running. Was Rahitra here?
Your skull. Interpersonal simulator, commonly known as the Grave Tapper, Mr. Manual, registering the last conscious records of an already dead brain. Method: sending electrical impulses through those nerve fibers, which, in the terminal state, formatted a functional entry. Entry. One should proceed along the lines of following scheme. Use DIS to cleanse the skin on a deceased forehead. Attach 6 flat electrodes with electric tape to areas labeled in the scheme. Set dials in the appropriate apparatus according to the previous provided values. To activate TIS by pushing the start button. Dig on headphones attached to the apparatus. Observe the last recorded records of the deceased brain. Attention! The foregoing manual should be applied only in the case of recently deceased or deceased in an early stage of decay. The results of this examination are deemed uncertain and potentially unethical. Oh my goodness. So they were... Pre-application for permission to develop private projects. I hereby submit this second request for permission to proceed with the development of the reading device I tentatively named Optone, or anlectone. I would like to challenge the opinions of the higher-ups engineers who claim my concepts were mere fantasies and a collection of ideas lacking real functionality. I have created a prototype of the Optone as evidence of its feasibility. I wish to reiterate the foundations of my concepts. I firmly believe that the bold visions of the fantasy writer working under the pseudonyms Limb can be executed. What? Limb can be executed. The entirety of cosmic knowledge will no longer be preserved on materials of natural origin. Books will take the form of crystals inscribed with their content. These crystals can be read using the aforementioned Optone. I'm designing it to resemble a book, but with only a singular page between the covers. A single touch will be sufficient to turn the quote-unquote page. Its advantages: this will be a faithful simulation of the reading experience and a remarkable space-saving solution in our libraries. This will significantly expand our knowledge storage capabilities, thereby giving us a competitive edge in the interplanetary arena. Note: for presentation purposes, I will include the content of a story in honor of the Invincible in the Optone. The second concept, verified by me, is a reader with an audio playback function. It may be dedicated to those who are at the helm of the ship and wish to press their travel time, broadening their horizons through literature. Consequently, I do not rule out the possibility of presenting the story in an audio format. In summary, I kindly request a favorable consideration of this application and scheduling of a presentation date immediately after our departure from Regis 3. I can probably continue with the development of work up to... Wow. Okay. So you made a tablet, dude? You made a tablet? What you're telling me is you made a computer? You took crystal, you ground it up, made it into silicate, and pressed it on a chip, and then put it on a monitor? You can move with one finger? Kind of like turning a page? It's a whole book on one thing? Incredible. It's just like a tablet. Like a tablet. Like a tablet. Come on, bro. Derek! Yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to see anything down there. But... Lyra constellation. Vega. Interesting. Stokely. Not in there.
Ah, bingo. This one should do
Bingo.
the trick. I just hope I can make it before Ahitra attacks with that bloody Cyclops. If he hasn't already.
Nice. Got a space gal back home. I'm gonna hope that's a projector and not the same machine from earlier. Oh, wait a second. That was, sorry, I got so excited I coughed it up. That was the machine that was at the place. And I didn't go identify who it was over the cliff, but he could have just dumped him out of anger. And we've already checked this. He saw what was on it. He saw what was on their last memories of what got them. And he was like, I'm out of here.
Ah, someone tried to eat soap.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? Grenades. Asteroid pad from the asteroid. Meteorites. Or the asteroid. Okay, so these are like different meteor types. A plaque commemorating the 1000th voyage of the Alliance beyond the solar system. We pay tribute and salute all the pioneers of space travel united under the Alliance banner. It is their hard work and unwavering determination that allows us to lead exploring expedition. Reminder: during every field mission, please keep in mind the universal moonwalk regulation. The rule stipulates that when on the surface of celestial bodies other than Earth, your movements, gait, and method mobility should be adjusted to the special conditions of that location. Detailed instructions for movement will be provided by a designated member of each unit. Oxygen tank handling in the field. Was this like the lobby before everybody went out for the first time or something? Important. Always ensure that oxygen tank is in perfect technical condition and has been thoroughly tested before mission. Transporting the oxygen tank. When operating within the spacecraft, like a lantern, ensure the oxygen tank is stored in proper conditions with appropriate temperature and pressure stability. Ensure the tank is securely fastened to prevent any shifting during both launch and landing procedure. Adjusting the spacesuit. Before donning the spacesuit, check if the oxygen tank is correctly connected to the suit's oxygen supply system. Ensure that the connections are airtight and free from any potential leaks. Okay. Maybe our friend, maybe someone was stupid. Oh, no. These guys have been here for a while. Professor Azima. Found outside the base on the 24th day of the mission. Symptoms: lack of awareness, akinesia, mutinism, amnesia, no response to complex stimuli. Cause unknown. Wake up set to the 46th day of the mission. Time for research process, 22 days. There's room issue 4. Oh, man. 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 Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm freaking out, man. Let me. They're all over this place. That mean our friend was the spy?
He couldn't get out. Poor bastard.
Ah.
This soporific could be useful, although I prefer not to have to use it.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna hope it's fine. I mean, whoever gets stabbed with it, it's not really gonna matter.
Rachel must have given them something to calm them down, as he did in a hideout.
There's Lindor. We can't see in that one. It's empty. Saw the fog moving off. All I saw was an empty pillow. Ah, Splaskus. Oh, and there's our one singular window. The only singular window is out here. I guess they just wanted you guys to be able to see, at least out in space, one last time before you died in there. That's all I could think of. Nope, not gonna let me any further? Okay. I wonder if it was them scribbling or the other guys. Probably the other guys. But maybe them. Oh, there's one on each side of the level here. That's kind of cool, I guess. Oh. Medical note. The patient on the day of admission. Organs function normal. Body temperature normal. CPR normal. CRP, I mean. Visible anxiety disorders affecting dysopia, accelerated ECG, lowered brain fluorex, and sleeping problems. Interview. The patient has been deepening his knowledge about the reversal and astrophysical phenomena throughout recent years. 3 weeks and 2 days ago, he formulated a theory of a white hole, the antithesis of a black hole. According to the patient, a white hole expels what has been absorbed by a black hole, and when a white hole and a black hole move close to each other, a tunnel may appear between them. Diagnosis: anxiety neurosis caused by severe stress, a strange work of the brain in the evening or night hours, and body fatigue. Conclusions: the patient did not define what kind of formations potentially expelled by a white hole and previously absorbed by a black hole. Implicity in another dimension caused such a strong anxiety reaction in him. He also didn't specify a reason why the mentioned tunnel would threaten his sense of security. However, his repeated words and created drawings indicated a direct connection between the hypothesis and the anxiety neurosis. Recommendation: immediate discontinuation of research, close medical observation, and anti-stress therapy. In case of no improvement, a monthly hibernation. Go to sleep for a month. Are you still crazy? Uh, Maybe take that from him before the other guy finds it and does shoot you. I'm not saying take it and walk away. Like, hide it maybe. And maybe he gained this knowledge from the flies. And it was too much for his fly brain. Oh, same thing. Oh, hey. That is a blaster spot. And, oh, okay. So, he shot there. We can see the blast mark over there, scorch mark, and then two more over here. Came through and hit the wall. But maybe didn't hit anybody? He wasn't shot. Maybe he just died finally. Maybe they got on the ship. He was shooting at them. According to the latest field report, received just before we lost comms, there's one case of resistance to flies activity documented thus far. Despite meeting the cloud, other technicians didn't show any symptoms of memory eraser and remained cognitively functional. Simply told, flies don't seem to be interested in him. We assume that upon first contact with the cloud, probably because of stress, he fell into a natural stupor, which caused temporary deprivation of brain activity. It's likely that the cloud then took him for a neutralized individual and thus permanently classified him as harmless. It was only guesswork, hypothesis crossed out. We have nothing. We lack data.
Huh. Is that why the flies didn't wipe out all of my memory? Because I fell into a natural stupor. It makes some sense, I guess.
Protection against the flies. Electric camouflage? The wiped out brain shows little electrical activity, and according to the latest report, flies are no longer interested in their victims. Conclusion. We need to hide the activity of brains. Cap of invincibility? The mental mesh under the hair? Thin metal mesh under the hair? Emissions of weak why does the hair matter? Right, like, you gotta get eaten by fly robot aliens, right? If it was like protecting my brain or keeping my hair, I think I'd be fine shaving my hair to wear tinfoil on my head for a couple of weeks, months, or a year to rescue or something. You know, if it meant they didn't do whatever they did to these people, right? Anyways, emissions of weak electrical impulses emitting an erased brain. No available test objects. Without further tests, this is just a prototype. The machine introduces point magnetic impulses into the brain, causing a depolarization current, which stimulates the selected area of the cortex, as well as other areas. Consequently, tissue neuropathy, plasticity, and neurogenesis will increase. Preliminary hypothesis. This method will allow subjects to learn language again and understand complete social situations. Recovering memory, however, is impossible.
So apparently there's hope. We can... No. Wait. The memories won't come back. So much for the hope.
Dang. There's nothing left to do but go back now. Such an insane sight. With me stupor, I guess no wonder he would leave it, right? Alright, I'll bite. What's that now? Oh, that's that elevator. I bet this ship was glorious with all its lights on. And people and stuff. Does that mean they'd be working sideways when it was flying?
So, you made it. Quicker than I thought. Let me invite you to the bridge, I suppose.
Were you deliberately trying to slow me down?
I didn't design these elevators, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's not it. You can clearly control them, but... Never mind.
Not gonna lie, bro.
Ready to activate.
This is kind of a shitty bridge.
Anti-protons.
Rahitra!
Here. Now that you're here, why don't you help me?
With what?
With the probes. You're over the battlefield. I do have visuals from the Cyclops here, but I can't do everything on my own. Oh, wait. Activity's increasing. They're coming. Are you helping or not? Come on, Yasna. It's about to start. I can't wait any longer.
No. You're on your own.
No, I
I'm
should.
gonna
I wanted
call
to.
my commander.
Fine, suit yourself. Just don't disturb me.
Where can I find...
You can handle it.
Oh, there's nukes apparently. Oh, he's still mad about it.
Condor, over. Astrogator Novik speaking. The Icy Dragonfly Unit Commander.
Astrogator, it's me. I made it to the Condor's bridge.
What about Rahitra?
He's here with me.
Has it slowed down at all?
On the contrary, there's gonna be direct conflict. Any moment now.
Any moment.
Good. May I suggest you...
Ah! Did you hear that?
Yes, yes. It's hard not to.
Ah, what a fucking mess. I must check on him.
I guess I should do this first. See if there's anything around this way. I mean, I guess it gives you lots of room to work, but at the same time... What the heck?
Rahitra? What's going on?
I don't understand. It was going so well.
Is it over now?
The field held? It got so many of them. It's gone completely mad. Now it's wandering around aimlessly.
Sounds familiar.
Saucer crash. Let's read up what's happened till now. Saucer's crashed near the Condor. Yesta is knocked unconscious. After waking up, the scientist discovers that she is alone. Once she reaches the Condor's bridge, Yesta refuses to help Roy to fight the Cloud with the Cyclops. I wish I did. Roy is under shock. The Cloud defeats the Cyclops.
Listen, I connected with my astrogator. We need to talk about what's next.
I won't leave it like this. I guarantee you.
Rahitra, Your men are on their way here. On the Invincible.
I've heard that before.
Turns out it was true all along. They're flying here. Do you hear me? We'll sort everything out.
So, Horpak is flying here with company? What an honor. And when will they arrive, if I may ask?
They'll be here soon.
That doesn't help me much.
Look, we'll come back to that later, Rahitra. Just have some patience, okay? For once. I'm going back to the radio. I'll see you in a moment. I'm back. The fight is over.
I think I know the outcome. I'm registering increased activity from the cloud.
Yes. A complete fiasco.
This was to be expected. You didn't expect the attack to succeed, did you?
Did you get confirmation of the Invincible's arrival?
Yes, they're very close.
When will they get here?
Soon.
Could you be a bit more specific?
Yasna, I have the impression you're the one in a rush now. I don't know exactly. A few days tops. Can I talk to him now? With Rahitra?
Okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. He should be able to hear you now.
Hello, Condor. This is Astrogator Novik, commander of the IC Dragonfly ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Condor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Rohitra, Engineer Rohitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have thought?
In that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces, to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat. So far, however, your crew has not been cooperative. Anyway, we stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses. As a counterattack, though, it disrupted our communications.
Playing defense sounds a lot better than we're getting our asses kicked.
Doctor, not now, please.
No, it's
Oh, that's
true.
my bad.
Fighting against the Cloud is exceptionally difficult. But any opponent can be defeated. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far
you screamed.
destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only pure energy.
You still haven't answered me, Rahitra. Please.
What? A nuclear weapon? Seriously?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many warheads do you have?
54. From 30
54?
kilos to 100 megatons.
Oh, that's quite an arsenal. Over the top, I'd say.
I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then,
We'll see.
I'm against escalating the conflict.
Huh. So much for our groundbreaking cooperation.
I didn't... Why do you jump to conclusions so quickly? How has it turned out for you so far? Clearly you lack tactical experience.
Save it, Novik. I don't need a lecture. This is my ship and my people, and it's my goddamn duty to avenge them. Period. Yasna, I know you understand. You like me. You would do anything for your crew.
I understand, yes. Although it's hard to talk about revenge here. We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. Or probably
Dead evolution.
non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the Cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking a ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. That's why I would consider this problem in the category of neutralization. Not vengeance. After all, nothing guarantees the flies will stay on Regis 3. if they continue to evolve.
Wait a minute, Doctor. Even if they were to master space navigation, wouldn't it take hundreds of thousands of years?
Millions
Maybe.
of years, even, considering the evolutionary timeline. However, they could threaten humanity much sooner by sheer chance.
Yeah.
A chance I'm willing to take.
Let's not overreact. If we factor in sheer chance, we might as well get killed by a meteor.
No, Novik. It's not a meteor or an ocean or a storm. They don't hunt or degrade or cripple you mentally.
You, Rahitra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Oh, good one. Are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget, Rahitra. Still, I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well, it could be. Yasna, what do you think?
They're not stupid or hostile, but rather programmed to react.
Yeah, that's right, because, like, we got dumb.
Brain waves.
How?
They're breaking down communications to thwart the exchange of information.
So... they see no difference between a man and a machine? They take our brains for transmitters. That's why they're attacking us?
Exactly.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
Both living organisms and mechanical creators of the cloud, as well as other products of dead evolution. The list is quite long.
Hang on. Creators?
Yes. Millions of years ago, someone must have built primordial mechanisms. Machines could have self-built in successive generations, but something must have created them first.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Rahitra, these are no fables. We have gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Our cyberneticist had a hypothesis before he lost consciousness.
About the Lyrans.
Yes, that one.
Lyrans. Lyrans. It does ring a bell. Wasn't there a book about them?
The Cranian's monograph. According to his notes, before the explosion of Zeta Lyra, the sixth planet of the system was inhabited by intelligent beings.
Oh,
Let's
that's
say
where we
their
are.
spaceship landed here and that a disaster occurred. Some kind of reactor explosion, chain reaction. Suffice to say, the wreckage that landed on Regis 3 had no living beings on board.
Only the machine survived.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotion. They don't argue.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis 3. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. Certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by a local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves? It makes no sense.
What's a guiding principle of a homeostat?
I don't...
That was a rhetorical question. It's all about survival in changing conditions, even the harshest ones. Further forms of necroevolution were no longer threatened by the local fauna, but they had to find sources of energy and materials from which they could produce replacement parts.
Wow.
Originally, their descendants were undoubtedly powered by radiant radiation, but on Regis, there are no radioactive elements at all.
Sounds familiar. When the energy runs out, you have to wheel and deal.
Yes, the default source wasn't available anywhere. So they had to look for an alternative. There was a severe energy crisis and a conflict among the machines. Simply put, they fought to survive. Exist. That's what evolution is all about.
Oh,
About
would
selection.
nuclear give them more power?
We've established that these beings are mindless. Shouldn't the organisms with the most developed nervous systems win the game of evolution? In this case, instead of a nervous system, there was some kind of electrical one, but the principle remains the same.
Not exactly, sir. The most advanced of the mechanisms that landed here derived energy from their own radioactive resources. Simpler devices such as small repair systems could have had solar panels. And in that case, would have had a significant advantage over the others.
But the other ones could defend themselves. They could attack.
With atomic power, yes, that's possible. But I see it differently. In necroevolution, the most successful beings were those that excelled in miniaturization above all else. Also, the sedentary creations. The former gave rise to the cloud, which the flies form when necessary, in pursuit of a common interest. Meanwhile, the sedentary ones gave rise to a peculiar species of metallic vegetation. Those structures formed the city.
So, it's still functional?
No. For some reason, the city lost a fight for survival. And now, there are only rusting remains. Only one form survived. The microbots that conquered the land on Regis III.
What?
So, these flies just adapted best.
To the conditions of this planet. Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis 3. The local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them, so the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction. After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply,
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. Makes no sense to bomb these creatures. So it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the cloud?
But that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yes, sir. Do you agree?
Well,
We shouldn't attack. No, we have to attack till we... I really want to see some nukes.
if this is gonna work, the attack must